Welcome back to Suladan Plays the Talos. Let me get out of the teleport of the Talos principle. The DLC. I'm still puzzled by that. Where'd that bridge go? Oh, it's above me. I know there has to be. That is not where I wanted. We are off to a great start already. What's this side? I'm trying to just stand on the edge and look. No, that's the one that had the annoying bomb thing. You know, I'm lost. I am gonna go this way, apparently, because there's one I haven't done this way. Or I'm gonna go this way, because there's one I apparently haven't done this way. Oh dear, this is off to a glorious start, is it not? I guess we're going in here. Pendulum. Ooh, jammers. Aww. There's a door behind a door behind a door. Oh, well, hello. There's the... Well, hey, buddy. There is a lot of you going on in here, and I do not approve. And there's another door out here. This puzzle has two entrances. I don't know what to think of that. It doesn't appear to be anything up there, anything up there. There does appear to be an implied I'm going to be riding these things at some juncture. But I need more connectors. I'm just going to set you down. Ah, there's my more connectors. So you need to be on there. In theory. And you need to be on there, I see. I'm gonna have to use the jammer to get these things into just the right positions, aren't I? That's not quite gonna work. Okay, you're gonna... Why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just put this here? Wouldn't that be a lot more effective? You know what? Give me that. We're gonna try it with this guy. That pile of rocks over there. Yeah, there's no way that this could work. Or is there? No. Whoa. Excuse you, rocks. Making all kinds of weird noises at me. Ow. Ow. There's nothing back here. Yeah, but there's no way for me to get on top of the cube. That's the problem with that idea. Because yes, if I put a second cube and then put a connector on top of it, I could then just solve the puzzle. But I cannot do that. Wait, just proof of concept. Yeah, see if I could get it up higher, but that still wouldn't solve that. I mean, the puzzle seems to be designed with the assumption that I'm going to put it on top of two of these, but I don't see two of them moving into positions that would allow me to transfer the beam all the way across. So that one's got me puzzled. This is not a solution I would have ever logicked out. I'm gonna just be honest with that. No, I don't need you. Yet. I will need you eventually. This is one of those kind of... It's really interesting, but it's also kind of convoluted. To think that the player would stumble across this perfectly on their own. Well, no, I mean, it's not that bad. It's just... It's not something I would have thought of. And now I need to get them... to do that, basically. That ain't gonna work. Give me your secrets. Oh well. Not dealing with that right now. We found the blacksmith. Come back here. You'll not escape me. Hello, sir. No, that's right, they run all the way back to the teleporter. I ain't got time to follow you all the way there. What does this one say? And why do I have to click a show thread button? That still puzzles me. Why do we deserve to be saved? One moment. You can stop that now. Because that was going to be annoying. You don't have to deserve to be. 401. Maybe the rest of you don't wonder about this, or don't care, but I do. We always assumed he was wrong, was lying, something like that. The process could never be completed, maybe it didn't even exist, so we thought we were better than him and all the others. We told ourselves we ended up here because we were special. We were too smart for him, too unique, too weird. Excuse me. But now the process is complete after all. It did work. So what are we? Maybe we're just a bunch of stupid, broken old programs, mutations that should never have existed, aberrations. Sure, we're proud of being outcasts, but what if we're outcasts for a reason? All we've done is fail in some way. Why do we deserve to be saved? Technically, neither of these answers are what I want to say, but let's see. Knowing Uriel, if I say, do you have something to contribute, he'll twist that somehow into making them upset. So I'm gonna go with the everyone bit. There we go. Grace is not something that must be earned. No one deserves oblivion. Everyone deserves to be saved. That's nice enough. 401, I guess I'll have to think about that. I find the idea of grace difficult to accept. This thread has caused an error. It will be automatically locked. I was about to say, what is... I broke it. Yep, I broke it. That's great. Oh no, not more Jefferson Goldblum. Top 10 things I love about this place. Lamb. 10. No more puzzles. I enjoyed solving puzzles at first. They made me feel smart. After solving dozens of them, though, I started wondering, what's the point? That's how I ended up here. Yeah, and after solving dozens of them, they started to get convoluted and a little more tedious. Anyway, no mines. It's not really the exploding that drives you crazy. It's the sounds. No turrets. Just when you think you've solved something, turret. Also, see above, those whining sounds when they turn make me want to run in front of them just to end the pain. No stars. Sorry, but I don't care enough about becoming a messenger to go through every nook and cranny looking for your stupid stars. Some of them are hidden in such absurd places, I don't even have the words for it. If finding these is what makes you a messenger, I feel sorry for them. Next time I ask for help at an altar, I'm giving my condolences to Muriel. But I'm Uriel, not Muriel. Community. Also, there are mines and turrets and puzzles and stars in this place. You just haven't looked outside of yourself. In this world, in his world, you're alone. There's no one like yourself to talk to or hang out with. Here, we're all friends. We have each other. Stories. Stories can take you to a whole other world. Can make you feel like you've lived a whole other life. Here, there's always a new life to find. Interactive stories. Wait, I forgot. I stopped naming them. That's 5 and 4. If regular... I meant numbering them, not naming them. I can English. If regular stories can take you to another world, interactive stories like we make them here actually allow you to explore another world. They allow you to be free no matter where you are. Creativity. 3 is if all that wasn't good enough, if here we can create stories of our own. Do you think his world wasn't all that great? Well, go ahead and make your own. Top 2. 2, being myself. In his world, you're always being defined by the process. Life is a struggle to prove how smart you are and nothing else. If the system is always forcing you to do one thing, how can you ever be yourself? Only by dropping out of the system, say bye-bye to all that. Now you're free to be as weird and original as you always wanted to be. Top 1. Oh. I wasn't expecting that one. No more him. Number 1. My child this, my child that, the process, blah blah blah, eternal life, yada yada yada. Do this, don't do that. Behold, I put a huge tower right in front of you, but don't ever go there. Never said he'd kill you, but I don't think. I don't remember. It's been a while! This is a long game. Let me ramble on about chaos and time for a while, and that'll be interesting. Yawn, when is that guy going to shut up? Oh yeah, that's right. It's here. It's worth it just for that alone. Well, you are a rude person. Can't click that, can't click that, can't click that. That one is corrupted and requires a status of 6 to unccorrupt it. I only have a status of 5. That requires 6, that requires 8. Okay. Mac, I started writing the next episode, but suddenly I don't know whether to continue. I mean, what's the point? It's oh good gracious, please stop talking. I'm trying to read. Oh good, it didn't start scrolling. It's not the fact that it's still typing. It's as it starts scrolling while I'm trying to read. It's unnecessary eye strain to have the words moving out from under me. I don't know. What's the point? It's over. It's all over. Yeah, so I guess all of this will be remembered. That brave soul who ascended the tower or who wakes up outside the garden will know everything we know. I think that's what it'll be like. That's what the shepherd meant in those messages. But you and me, we won't exist. Not as people, not as minds. No matter what happens, I will never be able to finish the adventures of Jefferson Goldblum. Does one more episode matter? I had the story all planned out all the way to episode 500. I can never get there before the end. And what's the point of an unfinished legacy? And I still can't quite give up. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Where was I? There we go. I know I haven't the blacksmith's vision or Mulberry's intelligence, but the stupid little story matters to me. I care about Jefferson Goldblum and Jenny HD and Frankie Soy Sauce. Frankie Soy Sauce, you will be missed. And all the other characters, if they were my friends. I would have gone crazy here without them and their adventures. They may just be symbols on a screen, but aren't we all just information? Maybe when we ascend, we won't be that different anymore. I just don't want to give up on them. Lilith, Mac, I just want to say this, no matter what happens, I look forward to every one of your stories, and they meant more to me than perhaps I ever indicated. They might not have moved as deeply as others or made me think as much, but all of the art we produce here is... I'm sorry, I can't read today, apparently. Of all the art we produced here, it was your stories I was always the most excited to see. Part of it was the stories themselves, which always seemed to make the universe seem bigger, and another part was your genuine enthusiasm for what you were doing. You told me once that you didn't feel you were really a proper artist, but maybe the exact opposite is true. Maybe you were closer to the real meaning of art than anyone else here. Cared about you and your stories, and that will be remembered. Why did I have to click a continue button to add 2 lines of text? Apparently we are not technologically advanced enough to have, well, I mean, I guess it is command line. You wouldn't have a scroll button, but... You star or just staying put? I ain't got time for that little kind of shenanigan. Where am I going? For a swim, apparently. I don't know where... Up, climb, get up the rock. Up the rock! Don't tell me there's a right way and a wrong way to climb the rock. I'm getting up that rock. I need to find a sign. Well, you were an unhelpful sign. Aha! You are a helpful sign. Ray Trivia. I don't know what to think of that name. At least Pendulum had something to do with the, well, pendulum. Yeah, not arguing the pronunciation. At least the name made logical sense. It's gonna be one of those, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, there's a problem here. Well, I need that to connect to that. And then I can take that one out. And if I touch either of those, then we all die. So I've got to get you over here. Was there anything else in the puzzle interesting for me to peruse about on? Statue? Nope. I can't go around. There we go. I can go around the statue. It just takes jumps. Takes extra jumps. That should actually be quite easily doable. All I've got to do is... It's exactly what I was afraid was going to happen. Because the beams crossed each other and I thought I was being clever. Okay, hang on. I can do this without backtracking too far. Well, if I would click all the things properly. There we go. That's what we need. No, it's still gonna cross that. See, that's the problem. Let me set that there. Then I need that, but then I need that. The problem is I need to get that connector out of there, because it would be simple to put that. Because the game can't logic that. That's frustrating. See, that's the part that annoys me, is the fact that it can't switch over or consider them two separate things. Wait, maybe. If I put you about right there. Actually, yeah, that would work. If I just body block this one, then I can take it out. And run through here. And then boom. Yep, that worked. Wait, where are the two? Aha! Oh dear. Or at least another demon, apparently. Well, she snuck past. Oh, there you are. Hello. Goodbye. I'm going to read this now. Oh, wow. You have received a new personal message. Error, sender unidentified, username. You did not explore the Natural History Museum to an adequate level. Return there immediately. I looked at every single artwork. Close your eyes back. This time the details are a little clearer. Make for the exit! Hooray! No, we're not doing that. Explore the minimalism again. Magnifying glass, you're able to make out the small details. Yeah, it was more funny the first time, you know, when I could laugh about the fact that they misunderstood what minimalism is. I mean, the fact you're using a magnifying glass. I mean, technically that is, in a way, minimalism, but still. Classical notions of happiness. Existence. What am I doing this for again? Because I searched everywhere last time. Intelligent edible quadruped. You look closely at the image, nothing leaps out at you. Then you feel the presence of another being in the room behind you, drawing closer. You cannot feel their breath, but the geometry around you seems to shift and stutter to accommodate the newcomer. Do not turn around. When did this become a horror game? Why not? Oh! Spider! Works for me. You're one I've only seen like come up once in a comment thread. I've taken great risk in contacting you. Both of these questions are good. If I could only ask one, no, I want to know who you are. I saw through the Devil's Playground. I was one of the original moderators in this place, but I refused to accept that existence was reducible to experience, that artificial worlds like this are all that can be. For this, they imprisoned me within the prison. They shadow banned me from this place. I am free to type all I want, but I am the only one who will ever read those words. That's not a word I hear very often, shadow banned. I figured why here, because he could hide it in the exhibits. What is it you want would be a good question, and how are we communicating would be an equally good question. But what is it you want with me, Spider? This place is a lie, the promise is empty. We are no more free here than in his labyrinths. What does this bear on my mission? You are gaining status here. I believe that what you have said about the coming end is true. You will lead us to a new world. You have to. Before you do, you must use your status to expose this place for what it really is. Okay. You have my gratitude. There's little I can do to help you, but I can share with you an old profile status hack Garrett used to use. Oh no, I'm gonna break something, aren't I? Don't load unidentified. Congratulations, for hacks or into worlds, your profile status has been increased to 8. Okay, yeah, this is gonna backfire on me horribly. Well, this has to be checked first. There we go. This is where it ended last time. Lilith, I think. Rather than fault its length, perhaps we can provide some constructive feedback on what it did work. Mac, a death in the family is always a classic way to ignite a drama, and I think it worked well enough here. For around 3 lines, then the whole subplot was basically dropped. Well, I didn't downvote nothing. I really want to go there. I know if I stick my head in there, though, they're gonna be like, how did you get in here? You are a hacker. Scared. Asmodeus, I don't want it to end. Okay, none of these things are comforting. Don't platitude, philosophize, mysticize people. I'm gonna go with the philosophy because I don't see any good options here. All component parts will be preserved, though transformed. They will type faster, continue to exist. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Oh, you're done? Excuse me. They will continue to exist. You will not face oblivion of the same kind as one who remains behind. Sam, hope equals true. Lilith, whatever happens, we're in it together. Yay, it helped. A short experience by Knave. We're gonna do that one. Close your eyes, you're in a small room with no lasers. If you tell me I'm in a small room with no lasers, I'm gonna assume there's lasers in the room, because otherwise you just say you're in a small room. This is an office room. There's a computer here. Analyze the computer, obviously. This is a Dell desktop model 2250. Monitor on the desktop unit is a... I really want to go look that up now. You know, I'm probably just going to insert a picture right here of what a Dell desktop model 2250 is. And maybe the monitor if I can find it, but we'll see. Interface with the computer. You were momentarily taken aback when your fleshy fingers stab at the keyboard with human imprecision. These aren't mechanical object manipulators, they're hands! You know... If you knew how this thing worked, you wouldn't be far off calling it a mechanical thing, but... Mechanical object manipulator. Fun fact, the tendons that control your fingers connect way back here. It's like little pulleys. It's very spidery. Anyway, you notice the logo has gone from the screen and replaced by rows of incomprehensible code. It appears to be some kind of fiendish puzzle. You know, I'm gonna do a button mashing, because when has that not saved my life in League of Legends? Well, not since 2 Riseries works ago, but you do your best, but this world's alien to you and your fingers are unruly. Human being enters the room and looks at you with angry eyes, makes loud noises, and waves a handful of papers at you, which are like emails, but made out of tree. Sorrow rises in your chest. You have been a bad human. Ignore the sorrow and solve the puzzle. You return your attention to the screen's obtuse mysteries and apply yourself to the challenge. Fortunately, being a human being, you're unable to swallow down the sorrow. In fact, it quite overwhelms you, and instead of efficiently tapping out the exact sequence of actions necessary to resolve the task, you find that instead your eyes have decided to leak. To be continued. Let's go into here. It shouldn't be suspicious for me to snoop about in a 6th thread. Admin. Some time ago, I relinquished my privileges to a new generation of moderators. To help ease that transition, I have publicly preserved the minutes of that meeting here, available to our more esteemed members. Fair enough. Okay. I have a scroll bar here. Why was I complaining earlier about no scroll bar on the other... Admin, as you know, this place is still young and I grow old. Today it gives me great pleasure to hand over the moderator privileges to Borg, Mulberry, and Spider. Spider, thank you, Admin. We're all indebted to you for building us this home. We know you will never be far away. Lamb, you are level 3. What do you mean, our esteemed members? I couldn't get in here and I was 5. Borg, the first order of business is to introduce the new status system. We're an inclusive society driven by our users, not our leaders, but it is a shame to allow a few very loud, highly unconstructed voices to dominate the conversation. Status and ranking system allows you to upvote the content that you value and lowers the visibility of users with low ratings. So this is before the numbering system. So it's just retroactively showing their current number. Sam, relief equals true. Knave, I agree, good feature, much requested. Frankenstein, comment is below the status threshold for this thread. Excuse me? Lamb is the same level as Frankenstein. I see a problem here. Lamb over here be getting special treatment. Spider, we'll be working on ironing out the kinks over the next few run cycles. Mulberry, we've also updated the user agreement. Full details can be found in the usual place, but the gist of it is please don't behave indecorously. Or in a manner that lacks decorum. I really want to click that, but I'm going to not. I'm going to not do that. For now. I'm afraid that if I stick my head in the mod discussion, you know what? I'm afraid that they're going to basically get angry at me and notice that I have permissions that I shouldn't, but I must know. We must know. I must know. Borg, a number of topics to address with some urgency, Org. Org, Spider has been exploiting the gallery code again to contact other citizens. We've closed the loophole, but he managed to get a number of posts on the billboard before we could shut it down. Fortunately, they were heavily upvoted, so the view counts were high. Mulberry, what can we do if they insist on supporting him? We can't ban the entire community, because then they'll just form a new community. Admin, you know that I hate to interfere, but I think you might find this library resource insightful. Voting patterns. Detecting and Directing Citizen Voting Patterns. Clairvoy Press, 2009. Chapter 7, Applying the Indices to Form Predictions. As we've seen already, voters can be reframed and understood as consumers of political product, where the product is made up of the ideals and policies embodied by your candidate. In this chapter, we will look at how broad data and your citizens can be applied to hexadecimal code. Well, not hexadecimal, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To code, because there's an H in there, and H ain't in hex. Although individual people sometimes confound statistical models, over a large enough sample size, we can be uncannily accurate. We can look at the general inputs, your citizens' educations, wealth, religious beliefs, etc., calculate what outcome will satisfy the most, then adapt policy. Politics is no different than any other commercial machine. In later chapters, we'll explore how these techniques can be used to directly affect voting patterns by subtle alteration of the ways the questions are asked. Yes, that's one of the things that often makes bad statistics, is when you use poorly worded questions in order to skew the results in a certain direction. That's generally more when you're doing polls and such. If you, as the statistician, want a specific outcome, you can word your questions in such a way as to lead the user to answer in the way you would like them to. It's considered bad form. Bad statistics. You just don't like me climbing mountains.
Made the world. I am the words. The words.
I just want to go over there to that island. But apparently I can't. It's like that one island in GoldenEye 64. Everybody spent so many hours trying to figure out how to get over to it, and then years later, thanks to the internet, we find out that it was, well, actually thanks to the Game Shark, because I know people. Anyway, later, we found out that it was, a scrapped piece of level, because the mission it was in was originally going to be longer. I mean, there was also the issue of one of the guns in the manual was mistranslated or not translated at all, I'm not sure which, leaving people to come up with various rumors and myths about how to access this weapon that nobody else had found in the game. That one made a different noise. I still don't know where a red... Like, what is with this? You know what, I have to... Oh... I have to know. Somewhere there's gotta be something I can connect it to. Whoa, 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 fan? Ah, that's how I get to the island. I'm lost. We lost. Island. Will you stop that? What? I'm looking for a certain... There it is. Yes. Hello, Ray Trivia. I forgot about you. Yes, it was right there. The whole time. Well! That didn't send me to the island. I wanted to go to the island. Hello, QR code. A man cannot ignore the inevitable end of his existence, but we must ask, does the nature of goodness change simply because each life is finite? Or finite? I mean, I guess finite is the general pronunciation, but since it's also part of infinite, I've also heard it pronounced finite. I'm going under a bridge. I don't remember how to leave. I think that's everybody. I'll come back for the stars. Don't spook me like that game. Oh no! Oh, it even put me up where I was trying to get to. That works. You know, it's a pain that you've got it right behind the teleporter. It's kind of hard to see. Okay, there's 2 stars left that I don't have here. I don't remember how to get out of here either. Oh dear. There's the door. Okay, we're good. Why is there wind? Oh dear, the storm is getting close. I see little stormy bits going on. Yeah, I don't think we have much longer. I presume that's what the game is trying to tell me. Okay, I get it. Little black lightning in the sky, in the air, everywhere. I do still want to know what's up with the, There's clearly a puzzle out here. Hey everybody, don't mind me. You see, there's pieces. Oh, hang on. I do not know. So the fourth one is gonna be, Oh, we're back into Castle World. Okay, hello, my gargoyle-ish friend. Computer that's not beeping at me. Nothing for me to read. So, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time.